Okay, welcome back to the workshop, guys. This week has been a bit of an up and down week. Sort of first week back after Christmas. We've had a couple of jobs cancel on us, which is always a bit crap. And a few ups and downs. Things like I was supposed to be starting a new dragon sculpture. That was my next project. But unfortunately, the quarry seemed to be on full lockdown with COVID, so they aren't answering their phones. So that's really frustrating. So I'm having to do a few different things that I wouldn't otherwise be doing, rather than start my next big project. So yesterday, which you'll get after this, I fixed this little gate, got this together. It turned up, it was a bit like scrap metal, to be honest. And when I saw it that it had been left outside my workshop, I actually thought it was destined for the scrap bin. I thought someone had just left it on the farm just to go in the scrap bin. And I got a phone call a few hours later then asking if I could actually fix it. I would have liked to have done a full sort of historical restoration on it, because obviously it is a traditionally forged gate. But when I told the client how much that was going to cost, he told me where to go. So we've done a quick cut and shut, and we'll play that as a quick little montage for you. Right then. Right, the easiest way is if I cut this off. Okay, stick on sticks and these bends up. So we've sorted out the front star. Now the back's the bottom bar, or the heel bar, is completely and utterly shot on this gate. So I think what I'm going to do is cut it off completely. I think I'll cut it back here, about 40mm sticking out or so, because this bar actually tapers on the end. And then I'll dress off where these rivets are. Drill this new bar to match the spacing, slot it on, plug weld them all in place. And that should be most of the sort of butchering of this gate. And then all I've got to do is sort of put it square, which is going to be a bit fiddly because it's quite a long way off square, and the back style's quite chunky on this little gate. So we'll give it a go, we'll see what we do. How it comes together. So there's a massive bend just here on this top top eye, so I'm going to heat that section up, hopefully give it a clamp with a sledgehammer and try and knock some of this bend out. I'd rather do it with a clamp or something similar, but because of me on my own, ain't going to be happening. So we'll go for the old fashioned get it out and give it a clamp method. This week was actually finished off this gate ready for the galvanizers. So this is one I've been working on for a few weeks before Christmas, before sort of hurting my arm, and then a little bit as I've sort of been getting a bit better. And the sort of the theme of this gate was obviously that the gate's broken in the past, and someone's taken an oak branch and stuck it on there as the back stile and fixed the gate and got it working. They've like tied it on with bits of baler's twine. So that's the theme for this project, and we're going to be putting this one together as a sort of full video for YouTube. So that'll be coming up in the next week or two when it's been edited together. What else have we been doing? So we've been put a little bit of time aside, and we're trying to film more content for YouTube as well as filming more content for Patreon. So I am hoping that next week that our Patreon account will go live, and we've got some new exciting content on there for you guys. So we've got exclusive videos. I'm going to do like a series of basic tutorials where I'm going to go over some of the really essential steps that you need to do if you're going to start as a blacksmith and you want to, you know, progress even as a hobby smith, or if you want to then take it up professionally. So I'm going to go through things like forging tapers, how to forge sections, how to light the forge, for God's sake, because that's a big one. My last apprentice who was here, he couldn't even light a bloody forge properly. Didn't know how to set it up. So I'm going to cover all of those sort of things on Patreon. So that's going to be up there. There's also going to be a discount for Patreon users for things like the t-shirts and the hoodies, which you can get below the description on the bottom of this video. There's lots of other benefits for being on there as well. So, and obviously if you help us out on Patreon, it gives me more time in the workshop to film more content for you. So it's you know, win-win, helps everybody out. I think that's pretty much all we've been doing this week. So look forward to all that stuff. I hope you join us again. Remember to click that subscription tab and the notification bell as well. And we'll see you next time in Phoenix Forge. Cheers, guys.